Hi, this is Nick at Atlantic Laser Scanning. Today we're going to take a look at um, scanning registration of building facades and streets. This particular project is an inner city downtown sort of building. You've got a busy street in front of it, and we're going to look at not only capturing and registration of the building facade, but we're going to go ahead and clean the street up and show how the registration can be done without sphere targets. Now, one thing that people do ask is how do I register my project and add color at the same time? Once again, we don't recommend this, but the way that you would do that is to jump straight into the pre-processing of scans, choose the, in this case, main scans cluster, configure pre-processing right here, the colorization option. That's how you would add color to the scans as you are doing registration. Now, because we don't have sphere targets, we don't need to go through pre-processing. Pre-processing begins by once you, in this case, go down to the registration method, you're going to tell the scene software whether you're using sphere targets, checkerboards, the size of the sphere targets, and whatnot. It also does give you a top view and cloud-to-cloud registration method, but there's really no point in going through pre-processing if there are no sphere targets. In this case, we're going to jump straight into registration. And since we saved this project as soon as we imported the scans, we've got a much faster system. Now we choose the automatic registration option, and everything that's set up standard here that you see, we can go ahead and keep. We want to use the inclinometer because it's not an inverted scanning capture. Compass and everything can be kept the same as it is. We're choosing top down and cloud to cloud. It's the default setting for not using targets. Again, top view and cloud to cloud is a registration method where this scene software looks first down at all of the scans, looks for common geometry, the building corners, walls, maybe it's furniture or equipment, turns each of the scans 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and matches up that geometry to put the scans in what it thinks is their proper place. Then secondarily goes into cloud to cloud registration, which is looking for common XYZ points to then either correct the scans that it's put together top view, or most likely to just tighten that registration up. So we're going to leave it as it is, go to register and verify, and let it do its thing. Our registration has been completed. We will go ahead and load this all up. Looks as though the scans came out in their correct locations. In our correspondence view, as we're building, it's coming together well. We can jump into a report here. Our numbers look pretty good for an outdoor scan. And yes, we are registered correctly. And we can jump into Explore. And loading all the scans, we'll take a look at what we've got. It looks as though we've got a really nice building facade. Again, we do have the street captured at the same time. As you can see, we've got scans on both sides of the street. The closer scans, obviously, to get more detail on the lower part of the building, but because of the incidence angle, the scans close to the building aren't going to get really good penetration on the higher portions of the building, whereas across the street, we've got a better incidence angle, and because we're scanning every 50 or so feet, we're going to get really nice coverage at the top. We can take a look in this at correspondence view. Now, more data that you can see that was captured here. We've actually got really nice data on the power lines. Also something, when you're looking at collecting data on a project like this, there's so much data out there. You might be looking at maybe just capturing this for maybe the curbs of the street or maybe the facade of the building. But again, this is data that is so all encompassing. You've got power poles, power lines, building facades, street detail, curb detail. There's just so much data here that moving forward that can be used.